Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me once again on a new episode of Oxygen Pharma, a show where we discuss different matters involving pharmacists and pharmacy owners in Ontario. I am Marianne Kyriakos, a lawyer who practices in Ontario, Canada, and I do specialize in providing legal services to pharmacists and pharmacy owners. And so on this episode, we are going to continue discussing the different issues and challenges that pharmacists and pharmacy owners are facing these days with the COVID-19, the challenges they are facing in managing their pharmacies. And we have with us a pharmacist who practices in the Greater Toronto area, Mr. Ben Shenouda. Ben, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. And so we're going to start by just discussing how should pharmacies change their daily practices in response to COVID-19, Ben?
The practice have changed already because now as we speak, there's a lot of shortage of medication.
Yeah.
So major part of the work of the technicians and pharmacists in the pharmacy nowadays is just to try to find suppliers, enough medication, and contact physicians if they can to switch medication for something suit the patient. The focus of the patient now is the main concern of every pharmacist practicing in Toronto, in Ontario, in Canada, I guess, because of the COVID-19. It is very serious for pharmacists. We are the front runners, and we are actually, by default, the first line of defense for health.
That's right.
So we're taking care of patients every day. We're trying our best to secure medication and supply for prescription, contact physicians to repeat prescriptions. We see hundreds of patients every day, and actually they come to pharmacists for help, advice, and medication. That's great. The situation is really, really, really serious.
Yeah, and we thank you. We thank you for that, and we thank you for your great service during this very difficult time. Now,
Thank you.
some pharmacies, they're raising prices drastically on items that are in short supply, like masks and hand sanitizers. What do you think of this? Is it a good idea to take advantage of the situation at this point?
It's part of the human nature, but it's not right for pharmacists to do that. We have an oath to protect patients, and we have the benefit, and the focus will be only on patient. You have to, as a pharmacist, you have to look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I'm a pharmacist, I'm a healthcare professional, I should care about the health of my patients. If you would like to be a merchandiser, you would like to get opportunity for shortage and you jack the prices and increase the prices, this is not the spirit, this is not the professionalism. These are not things should be done by professionals like pharmacists. We are healthcare professionals, meaning that we care about the health and well-being of our patients. I understand that the cost of these items now is even going crazy because the suppliers are actually increasing the prices dramatically, but pharmacists should not be encouraged to do that. If you get it with high price, put a very reasonable margin on that, because at the end of the day, whether we accept it or not, pharmacy is a business and profession. So put your margin on it, very reasonable, and sell it to the patient. The key issue is to supply the patient with what they need.
Exactly. So that the patient has access. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Many businesses, as we all know, are closing their doors. I believe dentists are closing doors. Even some medical clinics have closed their doors. Some doctors are seeing their patients, or not seeing, but they're speaking to their patients on the phone instead of in person. What do you think should be the course of action for pharmacies during this difficult time?
The Ontario College of Pharmacists already extended the scope of practice for pharmacists. So pharmacists now can repeat prescription. They try to contact the physician. If they are not able to access the physician, they can extend the prescription refill to secure the continuity of care for the patient. And I think this is a major role for us now. And I understand that the College of Pharmacists in Quebec, as well as British Columbia, have extended the same, and they allowed pharmacists to extend prescription refill. This is one of the key issues because now patients are panicking. There's some rumors in the market that there'll be major shortage of medication, which is some of them are already in shortage. But also another rumor that pharmacies will close. So you have
Yeah,
to
what do you
assure
think of
patients
that?
that we are
Yeah.
not going to close, we stay open. We may be forced, if the government chooses to reduce the hours of operation, maybe, but there's no indication that this will happen up till now. But we will be in the service, we'll be working, we'll be operating to help and supply medication and help for our patients.
Ben, we thank you once again for all your services in this very difficult time. Keep up the good work. And thank you for being with us today.
I
Mr.
am actually one out of more than 12,000 pharmacists in Ontario serving patients day in, day out. And I, as a pharmacist, I'm very proud to be a pharmacist in this tough time. But also, I would like to salute and appreciate every single one of my colleagues working day in, day out to help their patients.
Yes, and Ben, I think March is Pharmacy Awareness Month, and we are aware more than ever of the work that you all do, and we thank you and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Marianne.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ben.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Ben
Thank you.
Shenouda. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and until next time.